Hey y'all. So it's Sunday night. Let's get right into it. There's no need for me to prolong this. We're gonna get right into it. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 8, premiere tonight. In this episode, we gonna call Reading Rainbow. Well, Reading Puerto Rico, if you will. So here's what went down. I'm gonna skip all the cute shit that happened at the beginning of the episode and jump right into it, okay? Because most of the shit at the beginning was boring as hell anyway. Demetria invited all the girls to Puerto Rico for her show that she's going to be doing. Apparently, she's going to be doing a 30-minute set in Puerto Rico. Mind you, I have yet to hear a Demetria song. Now, mind you, I love Demetria on The House of Pain. Janine is my girl, okay? I like her as an actress. I don't know about her as a vocalist and singer thing, but that one song she was singing in the studio sounded cute, so I'll give her that. Anywho. She invited all the girls down to Puerto Rico. That was your mistake number one, inviting all these messy ass heifers down to Puerto Rico. But I guess they did have to have a, you know how the housewives, they always do like a trip all together on every season. Like they went to Africa and went to somewhere and then somewhere else. This time they went to Puerto Rico. So he gets to Puerto Rico, and before this, Phaedra had been coming for Demetria. She went to the studio with Moose. And Phaedra was kind of shady towards Demetria, and I'm not entirely sure why, because as far as we know, watching the show, the only time Demetria and Phaedra had any type of communication was at Demetria's little party, her little viewing party for her video that didn't end up airing, and it didn't have no music in the background. I'm just saying. But other than that, as far as we know, they didn't really have any type of friction. So for Phaedra to be sitting there like, she asked her, has she ever done crack before? Now, Phaedra, granted, you know, Phaedra, you old enough to know. Okay, you're old enough to know what shade is. And you were indefinitely shading her. Like no other. It wasn't a read. It was a shade. And I think this is where I think Phaedra might be confused. Shading and reading are two different things, okay? You was throwing shade at her like no other, asked her all them questions. You ain't read her. Reading is what went down at that damn table down to Puerto Rico. We're going to talk about that in a second. So, Phaedra, you was kind of dead ass off, asked her, did she do crack, and telling her she should be a gospel folk singer instead of a pop artist. Like, why would, who are you to stop on somebody's dreams, Phaedra? Just because we all can't be lawyers and be allegedly lawyers and smart and all up on the bar and shit, okay? Some of us actually got some damn talent, Phaedra. Okay? Anywho. Fast forward to Puerto Rico. So Demetria decides to confront Phaedra at the table about the situation at hand because she wanted to, get it off her chest because she felt like she asked a couple of the girls and Kenya basically threw Phaedra under the bus, told her she was a shady ass bitch and not to trust her ass. Candy and Portia told Demetria, well, that's just how Phaedra is. She means no harm. She's just like funny. She has a shady sense of humor, if you will. And I think that's the case. I don't think she meant to be shady with it. Like, I think, she did. Phaedra knows how to play this part. She knows what part to play on this housewife. So, yeah, she knew what she was doing. I told y'all to go get some of that Kool-Aid. I wasn't playing with y'all. Anywho. So, Demetria basically was like, look, this is what you said. I felt this way. How does that make you feel? So, Phaedra was like, well, XYZ. I really don't care. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, or I was just asking you questions, trying to get to know you, all that good stuff. You feel some type of way, you should have said something. Him and them and that. She took offense to Demetria asking her about this, I guess, in this public space. Next week, they're going to make up about it anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Sorry. It was like itching like on my back. So I had to go under to get to it. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, they kind of had like an exchange of words. Then somehow all this shade was going on between Moose. It was like one side of the table was like Team Twirl. The other side was Team Moose. And then there was like Team... Well, Demetria was like on the team by herself because she like the newest. She's new. But then there was like them. So Team Twirl being Kenya, Claudia, Cynthia... and I guess you could put Demetria as a part of Team Twirl, were like having a conversation in Team Moose was Moose and Candy, Phaedra, basically like the older girls against the newer girls, if you will. Older being like not age wise, but older as in like on the series. But that's neither here nor there. Moose and them sitting there throwing shade, Portia and them kikiing, laughing. So Claudia like, man, fuck this shit. What the fuck y'all kikiing about? Y'all did was this funny about Claudia or Demetria trying to discuss situations like grown ass women, XYZ instead of being catty ass bitches, all that good shit. Moose caught feelings and had to come out the pocket talking about some ass Ricky Smiley, and that's when all the Hooked on Phonics, ABC Mouse, Richmond Heights Academy, everything came out then. Claudia, let me teach you something really quickly in the art of shading. Because what you could have done, you could have ended that you could have shut all that shit down real quick. Immediately after you knocked her out with the whole, edges comment about how she ain't had edges since you were her age, you could have ended it there. Why? Because that's a proven fact, okay? Nene ain't had real edges since like season 3. So you could have just like ended the conversation there, sat there, sat pretty, and drunk your damn tea. And you could have paid her ass dust for the rest of the thing. But when you went into the whole stripper thing, it started to get old. Because we all knew Nene used to be a stripper. We all know her name. We all knew she used to twirl on the pole and things of that nature. Hell, she'll tell you she might be on the pole now and do a little trick. But that's where you went wrong, Claudia. You could have just left it there and been empress of reeds. But when you kept going, you opened up the door for Nene to drop the hoe. You a whore. Your clits left your body. Not like her as I might. Nene reads. That's a reading old ass hag, okay? She will read the shit out of somebody. Can't stand her as far as I could throw her. But she will read the fuck out of somebody. And Claudia, since you didn't shut that down, she had to put... She did. You had her, Claudia. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you, okay? You had her at the whole edge comment, but then you kept going. You should have just shut the hell up and sip this Kool-Aid like I'm doing. And who the fuck does Nene think she is telling a waiter, giving him a recipe for her drinks? And then everybody calls out, I have the same. No, the fuck you won't. Get what's on the damn menu. Get some fountain drinks. Anywho, that was the Real Housewives of Atlanta episode 8. Next week, the reads will continue in Puerto Rico. Okay, so it's going to be Reading Rainbow or Reading Puerto Rico Part 2. Let me know what you guys think in the Gotcha Gotcha bar. Who are you team? Team Claudia or Team Moose? I'm team Claudia for now. Hopefully she gets it together by next week and she listens to my video and learns how to do this properly. But right now we're Team Claudia and I'm kind of like in the middle. Like, let's do... This is the bar. Claudia, Moose. I'm like right here. I'm not even in the middle. I'm almost close to the middle. So I love you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. The Real Housewives of Atlanta airs Sunday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Bravo. Be there or be a triangle. I love you guys for watching. I don't believe she let her read her down.